Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Share My Story. Today, I have Leanne Gebicki with me from Laksiat. Thanks so
Hello.
much for joining me, Leanne.
Thank you for having me, Karina. This is
Thank
nice.
you. So, I'd love to hear. Tell us a bit about you, what you do, your business.
Okay, well, it's Laksiat 3D printing, and I 3D print. And for those that don't know, is I take ideas and I make objects in a CAD program, and then send it to my 3D printer, and it prints out of plastic. Um, a lot of the times, I use recycled plastic, and
That's awesome.
yes, it's very cool.
And it's
I'm glad that's a thing because that's my favorite.
and I know we've talked about this a couple times that it's just like there's no limit to what you can do with your designs, and or hardly a limit. I mean, there's probably some, but
Yeah, and then except you can't print in space.
yeah.
So everything has to be like joined, but because it's basically, if you're familiar, it's like drawings.
Mhm.
So you can have whatever shape, and there's really no constraints over angles and circles and things like that. So
That's amazing. And I
yeah.
can see your 3D printer in the background there.
Yes, it is. It's on. I'm making a sign for a friend of mine.
Ooh,
So she wanted a sign of her business. So
that's
that's
awesome.
what I do a lot of is signage and words and that. And so
And
now
business
because
card
it's
holders and such
so
too, right?
big, got to glue it. Pardon?
Also business card holders and such, right?
Yes, if you like to see. So
Always.
yeah, it's really cool. So this is one I made myself, and I just put my business card in it to show you. So you can see
Nice.
that it's Laksiat 3D printing, and I've made like an extruder.
Love
And
it.
the A is when you look at my business card. The woman that did my business cards, Emma from Little Fox, so that was her and how she thought of the A because
Awesome.
of my love for trees, power lines, and it looks like an upside down extruder. So that's super cool. And yeah, it holds a lot of business cards and
That's awesome.
very personalized and very special to me.
And you can really brand those too, right? Like
Yeah,
any.
because you can get like any color and you can import shapes or make the shapes. Like here, I made this. This is my A in Laksiat.
That's amazing.
That I just thought, oh, when I started having tables at vendors,
Yep.
yeah. So, or like a table at our showcase, at our meetings and things like that, you can put and have people to say, I'm just going to shut this off. If you want to see, I mean, you can't tell anything by what this is. But yeah, so there it is. Oh, it's black. Can't see from the background. But yeah, so that's going to be part of a word. And I made that with 100% recycled filament. So
Oh, that's exciting.
yes. So now I'm just going to put it all together with some glue. You get special glue that you can't tell because can you tell that I glued that on there? Because it just doesn't print in space. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. And
That's awesome. And how long have you been in business for?
um
Been doing this?
since 2017, but seriously for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
So at first I was like a hobbyist of it, or making like one-offs and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously for the past 2 years. And when we were talking about branding at Christmas, well, we belong to more than a networking group, the eWomen Network.
Yep.
And Terry, our ED, and I, we were talking about our tree. So we all put in money for a tree downtown at Eaton Center for the children for a hospital. And so we
Yes,
made
I remember that.
EWNs for our tree.
For the Human Network, yes.
Yeah, so we decorated the tree with baubles and 3D printed
Love it.
EWNs in different colors of the teal and gold and silver.
That's amazing. I mean, that in and of itself for Christmas, I mean, so many different ornaments and names you could print with that, right? If you want to,
Yeah.
someone is like, oh, I want, my spouse's name or my kid's name on the tree or my dog's name.
Yeah, I did that for Christmas as a gift for my brother's family. They got a dog in the summer, and so I made like a bauble with a ribbon and made a bone. So in the bone it had the dog's name Tucker. And I made them for people, and also it's a really great thing as a maker when it's like I can make gifts for people and send them and personalize them with their name or in different languages. So if you wanted to put, like I did with Joy Noel and sent it to Belgium for my cousin and things like that, or, really specific to, because I grew up with a name that didn't have anything. You never found it unless you went to the engraver and they made it for you. So
yeah. Oh yeah, I never thought of that. That's true. I'm the same. Nobody really has a Karina mug anymore.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Thank you. So that's what I like most is when people I made those ear savers that I was telling you about for your mask. So you put the mask holes through teeth. And I put my niece and my nephew's name on theirs, and my niece was jumping up and down. Oh my God, it's got my name on it. It was just the cutest thing, which is just I like that.
Yes.
For someone like that, where it's it's got my name on it.
Yeah.
I need it.
Well, especially during these times, I think any way you can give, especially kids these days, right, a little bit of happiness and joy back. If it is, on a COVID mask, holding thing, that's amazing.
Yeah, where it's still part of you because you're not showing off your personality and your face. It's all hidden. So if you have one that is in their favorite color or has their name on it and things like that, was just really special.
Do you have one of those lying around by chance?
I do. It's attached to my mask. I won't be gone because it's right here. It's not far. And so I made one.
Oh, there you go.
It's like this. And they're great because now when you go out, you have to wear toques and things.
Yeah.
So you can put it in. And what I do is it just sits way up top. So it's not sitting in my ear and feeling like this because I have to wear glasses and headphones and a scarf and a hat and now one of these. So you just put it in and you can put it anywhere. If you sit low, then you can have it around your neck, and sit high, you can have it on your head.
That's amazing.
So they're super great.
Especially for people who have to wear the masks for a while, I can feel like that it would get pretty bothersome to have it sitting around your ears all day.
Yeah, you get welts or a callus or something, or just would get so heavy, even though they weigh nothing. Any bit would. Yeah,
definitely see that. Well, that's amazing. And what would you say you love most about what you do?
I get to be really creative. I do. I like it. And also I really like it when someone actually had said, when I sent them the proof of concept to someone, say, this is, like a really small print. Do you like it? Anything to change? And they're like, oh my God, you made my dreams come true. And I'm like, yeah, I did that. So it's nice to make other people really happy and really special, and so they can do what they want with it, to get inspired by looking at a sign that I made for them, or something to help them in their business that they want to make something with. So molds.
is there a favorite thing you've done so far? Like a favorite?
My favorite thing.
You're like, oh, that was the best.
It was. And what was it? What was it? It was a sign. I made a sign for a friend in her company. She is in a direct sale company, and so she wanted to like excel and to find like inspiration and like sort of like a trophy, but not really that word. Something she can look at and be inspired and go, yeah, like drive and get that next level. So, and that was really cool because I was like, how am I going to make this? And it was nice too because I had sent her the screen cap of what it would look like, and she said just change this, and that's exactly what I wanted. So it's kind of cool when you can like relate with somebody that way and they'd be like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, yeah. And it looked totally cool. So I was very happy with it.
That's awesome. That must be very gratifying.
You know, it is. But it's like you're just so humble about it and go, oh, here you go. And they're like, I love it. And it's like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you say makes your product special or stand out? I know we've talked about this a little bit, but
we have that it's made from recycled filament or 100% pure virgin grade A raw materials. Yes, and also what sets me apart too as well is with every print, I plant a tree. So yes, that is the coolest thing. Yes, so far I think I've planted 150 trees since last year. Yeah.
Holy Dinah, where do you go plant trees?
Trees Canada.
What?
So you can send a donation to Trees Canada and tell them how many trees you'd like them to plant.
That is so nice.
Yeah, it is. It's like a way of giving back because I've always donated to like Movember or cancer or breast cancer or ALS or something that, you know, somebody in my life was doing to raise funds. And I thought, oh, this is, yeah, it came to me because with the A in Laksiat looking like a tree, and the A in Laksiat is an acronym. I think I told you this like a while ago, but I forgot to mention this earlier, but it is Leanne and Kevin sitting in a tree. So you've got the tree in Laksiat, so the tree and the A and
the acronym.
Yeah.
That is, I love that.
Yeah, it is all about trees.
That is so nice. And, you know, you have biodegradable filaments and you're really, you know, cautious about the environment in that part too.
Mm-hmm.
Just all put together.
When I was getting into it, I'm like, that's plastic. And some of it is spooled on plastic and some of it isn't very good. But if you do your research, you can find things that are filament being made with algae, beer, hemp, coffee.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, that's next. After a little while to get the stuff made from like algae and coffee. They just make it and it sells like out right away.
I can imagine.
Because it's like super cool. Like have stuff made with like hemp and algae and it's really fun.
Absolutely. Another question I'd like to ask you, is there any collaborations you do?
I haven't collaborated, but I've made things for people. So I've made business card holders and signs. And I mentioned these for our EWN for our Christmas tree.
Yeah.
I've made molds so you can a mold, and
Or like soaps and
yeah,
such?
for soaps, oh, ice cubes, maybe get some
Ooh,
ice cubes going on with your logo.
that's a neat idea.
Yeah. I belong to a book group, and so we're rereading Douglas Copeland's Generation X, because it's
Okay.
been the 30-year anniversary of Generation X. So I made some of us bookmarks that say Gen X across them.
That's amazing.
That's what I made. I made signs for people, like hashtags.
Okay.
Yeah, like
So for when they have showcases and such?
yeah, like last year, Terry, who we know, asked me to make hashtags for her photo booth at her booth at a fair. And so she used those for social media contests. So people would hold up the hashtag and get their selfie done, and then, you know, tag her on Instagram and things. And I was like, oh, wow, that's so cool. And
Yeah, you just really got to be creative, right? I mean,
yeah,
so
like,
many amazing ideas.
and you know, they all come at 3:00 in the morning. So
Obviously. One thing I would
like,
really love to talk a bit more about, or for you to show, is the cable guards you were showing me earlier.
oh yes, so this is it here, cable labels.
Yes.
So is that okay in there? So
Yeah.
I made this one, and you just put the cable through and close up shop, and it stays. And so you can label all of your cables. This, you know, my chip reader is named Kevin. So it's just one that I made for him. But you have, like, here in front of me, I have camera, I have passport, I have chip reader, you know, I have the one for my phone. So if you had all these like cable labels, you can find them easier and go, which one is this?
Yeah, even for when you have a big family and you have, like, 10 iPhone, you were saying iPhone, Samsung, LG cables, you can just clip them
Yeah.
on.
Or, you know, mobile, tablet, Kindle, camera.
Yeah. And where would you say is it easiest to find you for people? Like if they have like the best idea and they need to get it printed tomorrow. How do they?
You can go to polyshoe.ca, and that is my product, which I started 3D printing with. And in there is a form that you can fill out, and it comes directly to me, or you can email hello@Laksiat, LAKSIAT.com, or you can type in Laksiat on Facebook, Instagram.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thank you for having me. This has been wonderful.
This has been lovely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Leanne.
Okay.
Have
Bye.
a good
Thank
rest of your
you.
day.